Good morning. Welcome to Memphis and the Memphis Jewish Community Center for the opening game of the Tier 1 quarterfinals, where the Ramaz School Rams will be taking on the New Community Jewish High School Jaguars. We'll shorten that to New Jew for brevity's purposes. I'm Josh Thomas. I'm here along with Stuart Thomas. We will be calling this action. This is a matchup of a 2-seed in Ramaz versus a 7th-seeded Jaguars. Both teams coming out victorious yesterday. Ramaz in a game that was tightly contested for 3 quarters, but they finally pulled away in the 4th to defeat the Fasman Yeshiva High School from Skokie, Illinois. New Jew earned a victory, a hard-fought victory over the Flatbush Falcons, winning that game by 2.
And we're jumping right into this.
We're underway. Get you the starting lineups here in just a moment. Opening tap was won by the Jaguars of New Jew from the LA area. Now along the baseline, driving to the lane, you've got number 15 was Daniel Canafo. He missed. Second chance opportunity, third. Finally, number 10 goes up. He can't get it to score. 5 shots at the basket. Still have yet to get the ball to fall. And now it looks like we're going to get a call over the back on Ramaz. Foul on David Tahari in the starting lineup today. Or no, that wasn't. I didn't see who the foul. I thought he said 3-3, but he's not in the game right now. So looks like Capel, Haber.
The foul was on.
On Gabai.
Yeah.
Eliav Gabai on New Jew with the foul. Again, we'll get you all the players that are in the action as soon as we get that straightened out. Now a turnover for Ramaz. Emmanuel the other way. He nearly throws the ball away, but it's tipped out of bounds by Noam Tobin Hess for Ramaz. So Tobin Hess, Capel, Haber,
Berger,
Talbert,
Berg, I'm sorry,
and Berg in the ball game for Ramaz in the starting lineup. Jaguars set up the half-court offense. Edon Ebenheim up top between the circles. It's got Gabe Berger, Daniel Canafo, Noah Emmanuel, and Daniel Ozeros in the ballgame. Now a nice interior pass along the baseline. Can't get the shot. Another second chance opportunity for New Jew. Doing a good job on the offensive boards to start.
Absolutely. A lot of energy here by the Jaguars early going. They're getting all the rebounds under all the action so far has pretty much been under the Jaguars' basket.
Unfortunately, they haven't been able to convert that into points, but about 5 offensive rebounds to start this game. Now on the inbounds, ball comes into the paint, and Berger knifes in and puts up the right-hander and gets it to go. 2-0 Jaguars. First Tennessee first basket. Just need to figure out if we can get that. And here's Capel, a little long on that shot. He'll usually hit that, but he misses. And now the Jaguars look to run. They come across, pull it back. Here's Ebenheim, crosses over and gets reached in by Haber. Gets called for the reach. Second team foul on the Ramaz. They trail 2-0. 6:17 to play in the first quarter. Now here's a wild running shot, but again, another offensive board. Great block by Capel, and he retrieves the loose ball. Looks like he might have gotten reached, but the referee says all ball. Now here's Ebenheim. He gets bumped on the drive. Capel's going to get called for the foul.
Jaguars do a good job of driving into the lane and causing the contact.
Foul's called.
It wasn't on the shot.
The referee seemed to err on the side of saying the foul's on the floor. Now Capel with a nice steal. Here come the Rams looking to run. Talbert maybe trying to push the issue a little too much. Thought he had Berg ahead of him, and a good pass might have connected, but
it was a little tough. There was a few Jags in between, and it would have been a perfect pass and then also a perfect catch.
Turnover, gives the ball back to the Jaguars. They come back on the offensive side. Ebenheim thinks about the 3.
Jags getting the shots. They just haven't been able to fall right now.
Nafo on the miss. Now here's Talbert. His 16-footer is long. Second chance for the Rams for 3, no good. Capel feels he's getting manhandled, no call. Now here's Capel from the left corner. 3 goes in and out. 3/4 of the way down. Couldn't get it to fall. Here come the Jaguars. Bad break for the Rams right there. Shot looked good. Bounced out. Rim's a little tight this morning. Now here's a 3 for the Jaguars. It's long. Then a fight on the board. Might be Capel's second.
Yeah. And he's getting frustrated. He's missed a few shots. They've been kind of pushing around on him, and that might be what their goal was, to just get him off his game.
2 quick fouls on Capel. We'll keep an eye on that. Nice job by Ozer Ross to battle under the boards. And Capel's going to sit. Takes away one of Ramaz's more potent offensive threats. Inbounds pass nearly stolen, but Jaguars maintain possession. Now here's Nafo.
Oh, yeah, he walked.
Quick shuffle there by Emmanuel. He gets called for the walk.
And these refs are going to call that. I mean, it's an easy call for them, actually. You know, the kid's got to learn to, catch the ball and then make your move.
Ball goes inside to Berg, and he gets reached in upon by, the foul's going to be on Berger. 2-0, low-scoring ball game here. Almost 4 minutes gone in the first quarter. Here's Aber. Left corner to Berg. Aber has it again in between the circles. Gets it inside to the free throw line. To now steal. And it looked like Evenheim. Did he pick up his dribble and then dribble again?
I thought maybe, I don't know, maybe I thought the Ramaz guy kind of put a hand in there, but maybe not.
Double dribble on Evenheim, turnover, back to the Rams. Inside, Berg
puts up. That's his game, good shot.
Nice job by Berg. Berg's going to have to step up with Capel on the bench here.
Absolutely. And that's his shot if it's available. He loves that paint area.
2-2, halfway gone in the first. Tahari's going to come in at the next whistle. He's come to the scorer's bench. And then a foul inside and a three-point play opportunity for Daniel Ozer Ross.
Great pass by Evenheim. Great pass.
Foul was on Epstein. And Ozer Ross will have a chance for the three-point play. Nice interior pass, and then good conversion by Ozer Ross. Get the bucket and the foul. Free throw is perfect. And the lead is 5-2, Nuju. We'll go under 4 minutes to play. Now Tahari, nearly stolen. Tabor gets it into the corner. Long jumper is good from Bennett Epstein. Good job by Epstein after the foul on the other end. Evenheim needs to watch out there as he dribbles the ball up court a little bit too nonchalantly. And then Tahari is going to get called for the foul as they try to trap in the corner here near us. It's 5-4. Nuju with the 1-point lead here. Quarterfinal action, Cooper Invitational. Evenheim, left elbow. In a bit of trouble, then a nice release down on the baseline. Can't get a 6-footer to fall. And then ball's going to go out of bounds and going to stay with Nuju. Yeah, Nuju doing a great job of just keeping the ball alive on the offensive boards and giving themselves many opportunities. They probably had 3 opportunities for every one of Ramaz's at this point.
And they've also doing a great job of getting the ball inside. The shots are not going to keep missing. I mean, 2 3-footers are going to start falling for them. They're doing a great job of getting the ball inside.
Just as you say, then a steal. Good job by Berg. Quick hands. He's going to try to take it himself. Goes into the lane. Puts up the 12-footer. No good. Nice job by Evenheim on the rebound. Not a lot of second chance opportunities for Ramaz on that end. 5-4. Nuju, Evenheim between the circles. Zone defense by Ramaz. Evenheim trying to do it all himself. puts up a 10-footer that's way long, and now here comes Ramaz. Tabor to Tahari at the right elbow. Back to Tabor, good swing, ball swinging around from Ramaz, and then a steal. Now here comes Nafo. Open court, good job, good call on the reach. Got a lot of risk right there. Tabor gets called for the foul. Itai Bernstein will check in for Noah Emanuel. Both teams doing a good job of getting back on transition defense and not allowing the easy fast break opportunities. They already in the bonus, or is this a two-shot foul?
I think it's just a two-shot foul.
Okay.
No, it's actually they are in the bonus
wow,
already.
That was very quick. I'm surprised about that. There's 7 fouls already? I guess there have been a lot of fouls. Missed the free throw, and then Bennett Epstein, who made a shot earlier, puts one on the side of the backboard. Oh, Emmanuel is actually still in the ballgame for Nuju. I know the shot goes in and out. 2 Ramaz players fight for the basketball. I think we're going to get a call on Emmanuel. I thought he had left the game, but he must have stayed in. Someone else sat. Another shot goes in and out. Now Ramaz with Sammy Merkin in the ball game. Gets it over to Hari. Berg at the free throw line. He's got a 13-footer that misses, and then the ball is rebounded by
Ebenheim, and he's going coast to coast.
Another foul. Looks like on Berg. Nope, 31. That's Chetred who's checked into the ball game for Ramaz. Berg, I don't think was quite as open as he might have thought he was, and rushed it a little bit. And Ramaz, neither team really able to make baskets, and I think Ramaz is probably more fortunate about that because Nuju has had more opportunities.
Much more opportunities, absolutely.
Another free throw miss for the Jaguars. This is Ebenheim at the line. His second one is long. Ramaz somewhat fortunate to only be down 1 at this point. 5-4 Nuju Jaguars. Here's Tahari into the lane, and then it looked like a nice block by Bernstein. He gets called for the foul. That'll send Berg to the line. Nice strong move by Berg.
Coach Dolney's going to be got to be a pretty happy camper right now with the only being down by 1, with the way the thing's going with Capel on the bench as well.
And Berg now ties it, so it's 5-all. And Ramaz will have the chance for their first lead if Berg can convert the second, which he calmly does. So 4 points for Berg in the first quarter gives Ramaz a 6-5 lead. Hamzalag is now in the ballgame for Ramaz. I liked his athleticism and quickness yesterday. And now over here, looks like a push. Nope, going to get called
out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Just a nice, good, aggressive defense. Forced the Jaguar player out of bounds with the basketball. I didn't see who it was. Now here's Merkin bringing the ball up for Ramaz. Hamzalag with the pull-up jumper. Can't get it to go. Ball bounces around. Hamzalag finds it on the floor, and it's like a 4-person tie-up over there. Traffic jam. Ball is going to stay on this end. Possession arrow favors Ramaz. Good job by Hamzalag after missing the shot. Realized that there was a loose ball opportunity. He got down there on the ground with another Ramaz player as well as 2 Jaguars. 6-5 Ramaz, 1:26 to play. Interior pass to, that was Chetrit. He can't get it to go.
Berg got the rebound and put back.
6 for Berg. Gives Ramaz an 8-5 lead. Jaguars haven't scored in a while since that 3-point play. And now here's the ball nearly stolen. Good trap by Ramaz. Oh, and then a nice pass to, is that Ozer Ross? He can't get it to go.
He just can't get a bucket. Ebenheim is finding him under the basket with some great passes, and Ozer Ross just can't finish.
Lead is still 3, under a minute to play in the first quarter. Amzalag swings to Merkin. Now to Hari for 3, short. Nearly gets the bounce. There's Berg, though, with another rebound. And then Ebenheim swats it out of bounds on the putback. Berg giving Ramaz some fantastic minutes here early on. Not unexpected. Oh, and then, unfortunately, interior inbounds pass finds it. And
It
goes
usually
right
happens when an announcer
Right.
talks about you. You usually mess up right after that. Good job, Josh.
Ezra Emanuel checks in for the Jaguars, replacing Nafo. 40 seconds to play. Ebenheim across the timeline, facing the zone defense of the Rams, and then they spring a trap on you. Jaguars trying to feel it out. Push off there, no call. Now here's Emmanuel, Noah Emmanuel. Got 2 Emmanuels in the game. Ebenheim dribbles into the left corner, and then Amzalag is going to get called for the foul. Keep an eye on the foul trouble situation for Ramaz, although they're deep, so they have players they can run in.
They're already in the double bonus.
In the first quarter. So
that's unbelievable.
So Nuju will be at the free throw line the entire second quarter on any foul by the Rams, but they trail by 3 right now. Ebenheim's got to take advantage of this opportunity. Missed 2 just a few moments ago. First one long as well. That was almost the exact same one as the second one the last time.
It's a killer.
Just a little long.
Yeah, I mean, they've been missing free throws and they've been missing layups. I mean, they could easily be winning this game by 6 or 7 points.
Ebenheim second. Over-adjusted, but gets the roll. A little short, but nice shooter's touch. Ball goes in. Cuts the lead to 2. 8-6, Ramaz. 5 seconds to play in the quarter. Oh, ball nearly comes to Amzalag, and then 3 would have counted at the buzzer, but Ebenheim can't get it to go. Wild running shot from about 5 feet beyond the three-point line. So at the end of a quarter of play, Ramaz kind of fortunate to be up 8-6 at the end of a quarter. They did a nice job of taking advantage of some missed opportunities by the Jaguars, and then Daniel Berg scored 6 to give them this 2-point lead.
Yeah, and I think that Ramaz is going to have an issue with this foul trouble if they continue this play, going on into the third and fourth quarter. So they need a kind of a solid second quarter where they're really pretty much just playing their game. They got to really tighten up their defense a little bit because the Jags have been able to, Ebenheim's been able to get the ball into the big men, especially Oza Ross. I can remember at least 3 occasions where he's set him up with some great passes right under the basket, and Oza Ross just not able to convert. Of course, there is some defense there, but you expect the 6'4" center to be able to deliver on that. So it should be a good second quarter. I think evenly matched teams, actually. This is a
well, I think it's a wide open tier 1. This is a 2-7
this
matchup.
This is a 2-7, but I mean, you're right. I think that it's easy.
I'd venture to say that almost anyone in tier 1 could end up.
I agree. We saw most of the tier 1 teams yesterday, and I didn't get a chance to see Chicago Community School, but
listen, that's just par for the course with this tournament. Last year, the championship game featured a number 6 and a number 4.
Right.
So seedings did not hold last year in tier 1, and the 6-seeded Chicagoland Tigers actually won the whole shooting match.
I mean, listen, historically, the Saturday night tier 1 semifinal games, which we'll broadcast live here tomorrow night, are usually extremely exciting ball games.
Here come the Jaguars. Let's see if Ramaz maybe decides to put a little less pressure on defense to try to avoid foul trouble and make Nuju beat them from the outside, which they haven't shown the ability to do to this point. Now here's Amzalag, kind of a double clutch. Gave himself a good look, but can't get it to go. Lead is still 2. Just underway in the second quarter. Ebenheim's pass into the corner, I think, got tipped away. Emmanuel, Bernstein, Oza Ross, Ebenheim, and I'm missing one player. Might be 2 Bernsteins out there. Bernsteins. No, we got Oza Ross. on the floor for the Jaguars. Corner, Ezra Emanuel, the freshman. Trying to get a timeout call. Can't get it. No one hears him. Now he's probably happy they didn't, as they avoid the trap in the corner. Looked like a travel, no call. Oh, and then no, Emanuel can't get the shot to fall. Looked like he might have walked. Fortunately for him, no call, but then he can't get the shot to fall.
Right.
Corner, good swing. Nice ball movement by Ramaz, and then they throw it away. Haber was trying to find Chetrick. Ball goes out of bounds.
Yep.
Berg looks like he'll check back in along with Talber at the next whistle.
Nathaniel Talber.
Long a three for the Jaguars, and Ezra Emanuel, the freshman, nails it. And in a low-scoring game, they only gave him a two. Okay, foot on the line. Okay. Didn't see it from my vantage point. It ties it at 8. 8 all. Great shot, though, from Emanuel. Now here's Ramaz driving the lane. Great job. Good seal off the baseline. Now here's Evenheim. Fast pace, gets the 14-foot leaner to go, and Coach Dolney's going to call a timeout as the Jaguars have opened up the second quarter here with a little 4-0 run.
Yeah. Coach Meisel.
Watching the mic'd up here, we could hear the discussion. Coach Meisels was
sounds of the game.
Exactly. Coach Meisels was trying to persuade the referee that he had actually called the 3 there, but he was not buying it.
Well, you can check on the.
Oh yeah, I've got a delay here on watching this action on my phone.
Oh, it's clearly on the line.
Clearly on the line. Instant replay. I'm watching our own broadcast on my.
Actually, his foot was on the line, just like White Goodman's foot was on the line in that last dodgeball thing that got it to sudden death or whatever they call it.
Well, that was when he brought out the red tassel.
Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
10-8 Jaguars after a little 4-0 run here to start the second quarter. And in these low-scoring games, every basket is so precious. Now,
Jaguars are really tenacious on their defense.
Just getting good hands.
And then you just can't do that.
You hear a lot of NBA teams talk about deflections, even not when they're steals. Just anytime you can get your hands on a pass, get your hands in the passing lanes. Talber had tried an interior pass that wasn't there. But then the Jaguars turn it over on the fast break. Now into the corner for Tobin Hess. Ramaz slips it back around. Berg on the baseline. He's right where he's supposed to be, and they find him, and then he gets the bucket. He's got 8. He's got 8 of their 10, so he's come up huge here with Capel. I wouldn't be surprised if Capel sits the rest of the first half with those 2 fouls.
And now Ramaz is in sort of a 2-2-1 kind of a half-court trap. In this situation, you'd like to see Oza Ross step up to the free throw line because that spot on the floor is usually going to be open, and he's doing that now. And the baseline is going to be open too if they find him.
They had someone weak side, but they didn't see him. And then long shot from Emanuel is off the mark. But again, Jaguars with another opportunity. Many second chance opportunities for the Jaguars. Amzalag trying to draw. He probably could have gone back court.
Ramaz guy kid knew he got a kick ball. Referee.
Jaguars doing a nice job with their pressure of making every pass challenging. Ramaz challenging every pass from the Jaguars. Daniel Rudnunski is in the game now for the Jaguars. Here's Evenheim. The baseline, we got a 3-second call.
I think Oza Ross thought that Evenheim was going to go up with that shot. When he dumped it off, he got stuck in the paint.
Tie ball game, 10-all with 4:43 to play in the second quarter. Now here is Capel just back into the ball game. His long jumper is off the mark. But that's what he's supposed to. He's back in the ball game. He's supposed to take advantage of any look that he gets.
He's got to be careful with those 2 fouls.
Nice cross-court pass there to then we got a...
My fault? This is the second time this referee is...
Just a bad whistle?
I guess.
It's a nice cross-court pass to...
There's really no harm. Actually, it really hurts Ramaz, to be honest with you, because now
Oh, they had an alternating possession call?
Alternating possession call, only because the referee blew his whistle and didn't realize what the call was. I think the ball actually did go out of bounds on Ramaz, but
Right.
he must have just not seen it. And so on the alternating possession, actually, no harm, no foul there.
You get a sound check right here. Check 1, 2.
Sound, check 1, 2. Sound.
1, 2. So the ball's going to stay here on Ramaz's side.
Yeah, well, he wants us to keep talking. That's going to be a tough thing for us to keep talking.
Sometimes I just at a loss for words very
That's
often.
Right. I'm speechless right now. I'm utterly speechless. I have no idea what to say right now. I just can't think of one thing to say right now.
So whose ball coming out of the timeout is actually going to be
it's
yellow ball?
Ramaz's ball and then possession. Right. Okay.
Capel to trigger the inbounds pass. Gets Tobin Hess in the corner and then back out to Talbot. Or excuse me, Haber. I got my Haber and my Talbers mixed up. I got to get those straight. Capel's pass is deflected and then out of bounds.
Capel has to be careful. Sitting on the bench most of the first quarter and in the first few minutes of the second quarter, he just got to get back into his game and try not to do too much too fast.
Now here he is for a long three that's short. And then
so now he's going to get, you just don't want to get frustrated and aggravated and then pick up that third foul on a silly kind of situation. So he's really got to play within himself right now.
Tobin, Hess, and Berger go scramble onto the floor and get a tie up. Now here's Capel, and I'm surprised to see him out there pressuring because I'm sure he's been told to avoid getting that third foul. Now loose ball, great job by Ramaz to get on the floor and get it. And here's Berger, he's got 10. 10 of Ramaz's 12, and it's 12-10. Berg. I said Berger. Berger and Berg. I'm thinking my microphone might be having a little problems because I'm not hearing myself sometimes. Now here's Coach Mizels wants to call another timeout. So both teams have traded 4-0 runs here to start the second quarter. So after Nuju took the lead 10-8, Ramaz has answered with 4 of their own, and it's 12-10. With 3:30 to play in the second, and Coach Mizels calls a second timeout.
It's a good timeout there. His kids were kind of getting frustrated with this kind of 2-2-1 zone press that's going on right now from Ramaz, and so he's got to come back and probably with a 2-guard front to combat that. And you really want to try to get to the big guy or someone who can handle the ball between the free throw line and the top of the key. Then he can get the ball turned, and then you normally have like a 3-on-2 or 2-on-1 situation at that point. So you're really going to look for the skip pass to the middle of the court. Or there's also availability on the baseline. Ezra Emanuel's been kind of running the baseline, and he's been open. So let's see if they can see him down there.
Nuju to bring it in from the back court, trailing by 2, 12-10, 3.5 to play in the second. Looks like Evenheim's on the bench right now.
Yeah,
you would think they might want his ball handling in the game right now, and then Ramaz, again, challenging every pass. Talbot tips it out of bounds and just making it very difficult on the Jaguars. Now there's Ozer Ross, like you said, the release valve kind of the top of the key.
Double dribble.
They call, is that Berg again?
Berg, yeah. He might have 2.
That's 2 on him as well. So now Berg and Capel both 2 here in the first half. And it sends, as we said earlier, Berger will go to the line. Berg fouled Berger, and Berger will go to the line for 2. Ramaz has done a good job of not fouling, though, here in the second quarter. I think this is the first time we've seen the Jaguars take a trip to the line. Nafo and Evenheim check back into the ball game for the Jaguars. Ezra Emanuel and Daniel Rodnutsky sit.
His free throws are just a killer for the Jags right now.
His second. Berger's second is good. Perfect. Nice job there making the second free throw. Lead is cut to 1. 12-11. Ramaz. Haber up court to Berg at the free throw line. Looked like it was Capel along the baseline. Didn't get it to him. Berg got his own rebound. Missed the second. I think missed the third as well. Surprising there that they were not able to convert. Jaguars chance to retake the lead. Down 1. Tries to find Ozer Ross. Good job by Chetrit to deflect the pass, and then an easy bucket down the other end for Nathaniel Talbot. Lead is 3.
And that's that's what happens when Ebenheim drives the lane like that. Somebody's got to stay back on defense.
14-11, Ramaz. Napa with the ball. Trapped at the timeline. Now Ebenheim. He's got Capel guarding him to his left. Napa, Capel with the tip. Steal. Open court. Easy layup. 16-11, Ramaz. Capel trying to make something happen on defense. Doesn't seem to have the shot today, so he finds a way to contribute it in another way. 16-11, biggest lead of the ball game. Berger nearly walked. There's Ebenheim trying to go left, guarded closely. Someone should be open. They're trapping with 2 and 3 people. Nearly Napo can't get the ball to go, and then Chetrit is fouled by, I think, Ezra Emanuel or Ebenheim. Jaguars need to be careful here. They find themselves down 5. Biggest lead of the game for Ramaz, 16-11. Get the ball inside to Berg. Berg, nice little, uses the pivot foot well and gets himself an opportunity for 2 shots. Foul on Gabe Berger.
Jags have got to come up with an answer to this trap defense by Ramaz.
Well, again, someone's got to be open. I mean, they're sending 2 and 3 people at the ball.
Right.
Berg misses the free throw.
Good move by Coach Dolney now to get Capel back out of the game with 1:40 to go here in the second quarter.
I don't have a 55 on my roster, so I'm not sure who has just checked in for. Oh, it's actually, I think that's Tahari.
Oh, great steal. Oh, and then I think he palmed it.
I think that's Tahari. It might be a technical. Is that going to be a technical? I mean, I think that's Tahari. I recognize it as Tahari. I don't know if he changed. Oh, then a nice shot along the baseline from Emmanuel. I believe 55 is David Tahari, who's number 33.
Right, but you can't. It's not a technical because the coaches had nothing to. Well, although I don't know, it was filled out for them by the committee.
But I think I think he came out this game with a jersey that said 33. I don't know why he's changed it. Trying to figure out a roster situation for Ramaz. Simon Geel is going to check into the ball game here in just a moment. Meanwhile, score is 17-13. Berg had made a free throw, and then now on this end, Ebenheim, who had gotten fouled, makes the first of 2. Cuts the lead back to 3. Well, we've been trying to figure out who's what. The Jaguars have done a nice job here over the last 30 seconds or so to stem the tide and now actually answer with some points of their own. A bucket from Emmanuel and then 2 from Ebenheim at the free throw line. And suddenly what had been a 5-point game is now down to 2. And Coach Dolney looks like he wants a 30-second timeout. Things look a little confused for Ramaz. So, just to reset the situation, it's 1:08 left to play in the first half. Hello? Oh, okay, yeah, now I can hear it. Yeah, now I got it.
Here we go. Now
I panic when I can't hear the sound of my own voice. It's very frightening. All right, so it's 1:08 to play in the first half. After a timeout by Ramaz, and now it looks like we might be over here trying to clear up the roster situation. 17-15 Ramaz. Jaguars have gone on a mini run here to cut what had been a 5-point lead. It might have been 6 at one point, but it's now 17-15. Ramaz. Merkin up court over to Tahari. They get it across. Feinberg at the top of the key. Now here's Merkin for three.
Wow.
It's good.
Great shot. Good setup by Ramaz coming out of the timeout.
Sammy Merkin nails the three, makes it 20-15. 5-point lead for the Jaguars. Now here's Emmanuel, way short. Good job at the loose ball by Chetrin. Now open court. Ball pass goes at the feet of Tahari, and now the Jaguars come away with it. 35 to play. Nafo over to Emmanuel. He puts up a 13-footer, no good. Nice rebound by Oza Ross, and then it's stripped by Chetrin. Here comes Ramaz. 20 seconds to play. Berg goes up, gets fouled, and makes the bucket. 3-point play opportunity for Daniel Berg, and the lead has grown back up to 7. Biggest lead for Ramaz, and a chance to make it 8 for Daniel Berg.
Yeah, there's no question that the Ramaz's defense has pretty much been propelling their offense. They're getting great steals, and then they're pushing the issue, and no one's really getting back for the Jags. There's always been 2 or 3 Ramaz players past the Jags.
Now Berg misses another free throw, so both teams now have missed opportunities at the free throw line to extend leads or get back in the ball game, and then it looks like Chetrin.
Silly foul with 12 seconds to go. You can't make that foul. But again, listen, the Jaguars have to convert these free throws.
They've made a few as of late. Let's see if Ebenheim, who made 2 just a few moments ago, can do it again at the free throw line. First of 2. Good, perfect. Lead back to 6, 22-16 with 12.2 to play. And Tobin Hess checks back in for
number 55.
Yeah.
Who doesn't exist.
Well, I was just trying to see. Well, I thought Berg was going to say it again, avoid that third foul, late. But it's going to be an offensive possession, you hope. So looks like Capel might also check back in if the free throw's made, which is not. But offensive rebound for Ebenheim, gets his own miss. Can't get the leaner to fall. Now here's Oza Ross, and he just can't get the ball up. Tie ball situation. Arrow favors Ramaz. Means the Jaguars will start with the ball in the second half, assuming we don't have another tie situation here. 5.3 to play. Here's Capel. Gets it over to Tobin Hess. They need to get it up. Capel gets it off. I don't know if it's going to count. No. Referees waved it off, but it didn't go anyway. After 1 half of play, the Rams lead 22. Ramaz 22, Jaguars 16.
And I think Ramaz is very lucky to have a 6-point lead here, because the Jags, especially in the first quarter, they really kind of, I don't want to say they outplayed them, but they out-hustled them. But first 4 or 5 minutes of the game, got 3 or 4 opportunities at every possession and just couldn't get it to fall. And then being in the double bonus since the last minute of the first quarter, so the entire second quarter in the double bonus, and just totally not being able to convert.
Didn't get to the line as often as they weren't able to get those foul opportunities. They couldn't attack the basket like they could once Ramaz started to employ that half court trap. That made it difficult for the Jaguars to get opportunities.
But the bottom line is you got to convert on your free throws, you got to convert on your layups, and the Jags did neither of those in the first half. So, again, you're only down by 6, so that's a lot of, Ramaz played very tough on defense, so I'm just hoping that Coach Mizell is able to put together some kind of an offensive plan to combat this kind of zone pressure, because there's no question that Coach Donley is going to stay in this half-court press, because that's really what's propelling his offense.
Game on the other side, the other court has gotten tighter as it's gone on there. Look for a while. On court 1, it looked like the Warriors from RASG were going to pull away handily, but now find themselves only up 8 in the fourth quarter. 40-32 on court 1. You can find that game on your screen. Another sound check here, another production. Wow, now 40-35 all on that side. How can I tell? Yes. All right. Right. Well, they also show there's a little thing on the thing, so that helped. Wow. And then on the other side, looks like RASG answered with a 3 of their own. I'm watching. I'm doing a little scoreboard watching here as that game has gotten very interesting as the second half has developed. All right, we'll step away here for just a moment. Again, at halftime, the score is Ramaz 22, New Community Jewish High School 16. Yes, that's the 2-7 matchup in Tier 2. Welcome back. We're here just about ready to get the second half underway. We're scoreboard watching over on Court 1 where Waterbury, who was down by like 14 or 15 early in the game.
They may have been down by as much as 18.
Maybe 18 or so. They've been pecking away, and now with a minute and 6 left to play, they only trail 4. That's an exciting matchup in Tier 2. And I really think, again, I do think both tiers are, top to bottom. Really, a lot of teams can beat anybody.
Yeah.
Underway here. Jaguars have the ball to start the second half, down 6. Capel nearly could have gotten called for a bump. Evenheim gets it over to Nafo. Nafo turns, thought he was looking to pass, and then he kind of shot up a 8-footer, and then Ramaz having trouble making connections in the back court.
I mean, the Jags are going to have to take advantage of every opportunity and every trip down the court.
Evenheim 3 from the left corner, can't get it to go. Berg does a nice job of elevating and getting the rebound. Berg had someone, he had Capel running down the left side, didn't get it to him, ball was deflected, but the Ramaz comes away with the basketball. Now here's Berg, knifing into the lane, goes up with the right hand, nice block by Ozer Ross. Jaguars with a nice full length, full court pass, can't get the layup to go, and then looks like you're going to either get a tie-up or a foul call on. Oh, that's interesting.
The Jaguars,
No, the call actually is on Nafo.
The Jaguars just have not been able to convert these wide open. Well, that wasn't wide open. But it wasn't that contested either. I mean, it was a layup that you've got to hit.
Nice pass, good catch in the open court, and then couldn't get the runner to go. Now here on this side, Berg. Oh, nice weak side pass to, that was Tobin Hess. He couldn't get his shot to go, and now the ball out of bounds or a foul call? I think it's just out of bounds. Both teams with some close opportunities can't make the shots. Although, again, both teams on defense closed pretty well and at least put some pressure on the shooter. Now here's Nafo in the corner. Gets it back out to Evenheim. He's got a shooter in the left corner. The 3 is a little long. Nice job by Evenheim on the rebound. Oh, and then looked like one Jaguar stole it from another. That was unfortunate. Now here's Capel from the free throw line, extended in and out. That's the second shot he's had today. That's gone far down and popped out. Now Evenheim, no numbers. Might want to pull it back, which he does.
Either that or go at Capel, see if he can pick up his 3rd foul.
Nafo between the circles. Into the corner to Berger. Berger drives, short. Ozer Ross tried to throw it off of Haber.
Oh, he palmed it.
Good no call there. Berg, who I think has 10 or 12 now, probably 12, maybe even more. Lead is 8, biggest of the game for Ramaz. Jaguars need a score. Nafo swings it over to, that was an Emmanuel. No, Emmanuel gets the 14-footer to go, and the lead is back to 6. So good answer there by the Jaguars.
Absolutely, good play, good setup, and got Emmanuel on the elbow, and he took a nice shot and got it. But now they need a stop.
Jaguars look to pull a little trap of their own. Now here Capel, he's got to hit that. And no, that one even goes out. Wasn't a...
No, Capel's he's going to get so frustrated. He needs to just stay calm because his ball, every single one of his shots are going all the way down and then popping out, and that's going to be a, wow.
Oh, great no-look pass there.
Oh, great block by Emmanuel. Good action right here.
It's a really nice no-look pass. Talbert looked one way and threw the other and created a nice chance, but then a great block by Emmanuel on that end. Now here are the Jaguars, and then that's going to be Talbert. Nathaniel Talbert gets called for the block.
Good action really on both ends. Both defensive picking up here.
24-18, the lead is 6. 5:13 to play in the third. Inbounds pass comes out to Ezra Emmanuel at the center circle. He hands off to Evenheim.
No,
it's not there. I mean, first of all, he looked it in there so long. And on this side, good job. Well, player tried to draw. He tried, can't tell who that is on the floor, but he was trying to draw the charge and actually bumped himself. It was actually on Berger. Sends Haber to the line for 2.
You know, you look out on the floor and you see the Jaguars in this kind of maroon and gold, and paying much tribute to your son Noah at the University of Minnesota.
Sure.
And as Noah points out, like we did yesterday, one of the referees here looks very much like Kevin McHale, who played for Minnesota as well. So it's a very Minnesota-centric game right now.
Aber converts the first opportunity at the free throw line, lead back to 7. Haber's second is off the mark, and then Berg nearly got the ball tipped off of the Jaguar player, but Kevin McHale said the ball goes to the Jaguars, trailing by 7, 25-18 after the missed free throw.
We get a 5-second call.
Jaguars need to find the open man. Now driving along the baseline, Bernstein. Evenheim gets blocked on the putback. Nice job of Ramaz to defend with the arms well. Now here's Berg. His shot along the baseline is no good, and then Capel, I think, is going to get called for an over the back. That'll be his third.
No.
Oh no, the foul's on Chetrit. Thought I saw. Oh no, I think they get the foul on the Jaguar. Oh wow, that was Itai Bernstein gets called for the foul. No good over there, and it looks like the Warriors of RASGG is going to hold on now on this side. Oh, Berg can't get the shot to fall on the inbound play. Now here's nice fast break. They find Noah Emmanuel. 2 good passes, both finding connections.
Great play there by the Jaguars, and that's what they needed. But now they need a stop, and they get a walk.
Talbert took some steps.
Something on the floor there. I hope somebody sees that. I don't know what that is.
I can't tell what that is. Is it paper?
Yeah, it looks like maybe somebody has some kind of crumpled up tape or something. I'm not sure what that is.
So after the Talbert walk, now here comes Emmanuel. He's feeling it, and then gets fouled on the shot. So Noah Emmanuel doing a good job of, he feels it offensively, scored on the last possession on the fast break, and this time just kind of wanted to go one-on-one and was able to draw the foul. He'll have 2 free throws, chance to cut into this 5-point Rams lead. Amzalag is checked in for the Rams. Noah Emmanuel misses the first free throw. Here comes Tobin Hess. He'll check in for Berg.
But again, you've got to make those free throws. It's an easy way to get your chip away at this lead and get back into this game, and they just continue to miss free throws.
Second, long. So missed opportunity for the Jaguars and Emmanuel. And lead is 5. Now along the baseline, Tobin Hess lost the handle.
That was good defense by Evenheim.
The lane. Evenheim puts up a little scoop shot and cuts the lead to 3, 25-22. Every time the Rams look to pull away, the Jaguars answer. 3-point game, 1-possession game. 3:30 to play in the second. Foul away from the basket, far away from the basket. Probably don't want to give that one up. Nafo gets called for the foul. Neither team in significant foul situation here in the second half. I don't think either one has more than 3. Different story from the first half. Here's Tobin Hess to Capel along the baseline. Get it over to Amzalag. His 3 nearly bounces in but doesn't go. Ramaz chases down the loose ball. And then Capel's going to call for what? An elbow? Call for an elbow situation. That'll be his 3rd. I didn't see it, but he was trying to clear some space.
I mean, the ref was right there, so
that's his call.
It's his call, and they're going to keep it tight here. They're not going to let the elbow start flying here. Now Capel really needs to relax.
Ball was there for the taking.
See, in my opinion, I was going to say that ref is just completely out of position. He needs to somehow be on this side, I think. But
follow the ball somewhat.
Yeah.
But they get the timeout call. 3:01 to play in this 3rd quarter, second half underway here, game 1. Again, this is a Tier 1 quarterfinal. Winner of this game will play the winner of the EULA Hafter game. So New York We got 2 New York LA matchups here to start out.
Because this is 2-7.
This is 2-7. They'll play the winner of 3-6.
3-6, right? Okay.
Be Eula versus Hafter. So you've got probably the way it's drawn up by the seating committee. This is kind of like what you want to sort of mix things up regionally and have teams playing each other who wouldn't necessarily get that opportunity.
Right.
Now here's Evenheim. Breaks the trap. Someone's got to be open on the weak side. They don't find him. Looked like it was Bernstein. Now Emmanuel, baseline. Surrounded by 3 Jaguars. Then he gets called for a walk, and again,
the Jaguars got to keep the ball out of the corner. They continue to get the ball in the corner, and the Ramaz has got 3 men on him. But look, you say someone's open, which is true, but it's very difficult to find him.
You got to find him.
You got 3 Ramaz Rams hanging all over you.
You got to be quick with the basketball, and you got to be looking up.
Exactly. And keep it out of the corner.
Tobin Hess, cross-court pass to Amzalag. Tries to find Tobin Hess, and it was there, but the pass, didn't find the mark. But I think he had the right idea. After Tobin Hess had done a skip pass to Amzalag, and then he had Tobin Hess back in the corner but couldn't find him. Now here's the half-court trap.
There he is.
Now they finally nearly get the pass. Has got to be crisper now. Who was that? It was Snufo. He can't get it to fall. Corner.
I think we're going to get a push out of bounds on 21. Yeah.
Bennett Epstein called for the foul. And that's, when you're trapping, I'm a little surprised Cabell back in this quickly. 2:20 to play in the third. Might want to save him a little while longer. And I don't really think they need him on the floor. Their defense is creating so much.
Right.
Probably don't really need him out
well,
there
actually,
right
they kind of backed their defense back into a regular zone.
Whoa, and Ezra Emmanuel makes them pay immediately and reties this ball game at 25 as he calmly steps up and takes a 3. Just as, Stuart, you were saying that they were going to pack it back in, he burned him. I said earlier, let's see if the Jaguars can beat you from the outside. And then on this end, Shetred does a nice job on the low block.
Good job.
Puts in the 3-footer and the lead back to 2, 27-25 Rams.
Now Ramaz back into that trap. The Jaguars have got to recognize these changes in defense and move the ball around.
Here's Evenheim into the lane. Then we're going to get a push.
Oh, okay.
Push on Tobin Hess. No shots, I don't believe. Now Berg will check back in. By the way, I actually saw some other players with the shoes that Berg is wearing that we were talking about. It's almost like there's an inner shoe and then kind of like a sock that's attached to the shoe on the outside that you actually zip up and down.
Oh, okay.
But it's kind of like an outer sock that's attached to the shoe. Very interesting look.
Yeah.
High tech.
Someone on the Jaguars needs to recognize that Capel's got 3 fouls and go at him.
Oh, then it looked like he just lost the ball. I think that was no Emmanuel. The ball just kind of slipped out of his hands as he thought about going up with it. Now we got an open Ram in the corner. Can't make that shot. Evenheim gets the rebound. Comes up court, chased by Berg. Evenheim into the lane. Great block by Chetred. Evenheim gets his own rebound and nearly dribbles it away. Hounded by several Rams. Here's Evenheim for 3 in the lead. Back to the Jaguars, 28-27. 2 huge threes here in the third quarter for the Jaguars.
Excellent play. I didn't think he could do it. He looked. Evenheim looks so tired to me right now, and that was a long 3-pointer. I didn't think he could do it, but he sure nailed it.
So sudden spurt of offense here, and now all of a sudden we're going to have a fast break opportunity for Nafo. Can't get it to fall. Evenheim tips, no good, and then a tie-up between. Well, the Jaguars should win that because it was 2-1. I think it was two Jaguars, 1 Ram.
I don't think it works that way.
It does not work that way, apparently.
But still, a great steal by the Jaguars, and they just couldn't convert. I mean, actually, the Jaguars could be up in this game by 8 points.
Substitutions. Oza Ross back in the ballgame. He's been down on the bench for a little while. He's back in for the Jaguars, so a little height. See if they can use his interior presence. And the ball tipped away and stayed with the Rams. Jaguars tried to make a claim that it had gone off a Ram last, but it had not.
Berg has kind of snuck his way down to the baseline behind the defense if they can find him. He's there. Again, he's there.
Merkin manning the point now for the Rams. Swing pass to Oh, nice ball movement by the Rams, getting an open 3 off the mark. Chetrit chases down the rebound, but then Emmanuel strips him, goes down court, fouled, no call. And then, I didn't realize the time situation. The quarter was ending.
But I don't know how you don't get that call,
Emmanuel.
Especially because of the defender was swatting.
Yeah.
Normally you would get a swat on that.
Combination of some body and bringing the arms down.
Right.
I think Coach Mizell was trying to talk to the official about it and plead with the call, but no such luck.
Actually, one of the referee that was underneath, he said, I just saw nothing from my angle. And then he actually asked the ref here from behind, and he gave the no call, sort of like, did the batter go around? So, again, normally you get that call when the defender swats down as opposed to just keeps his hands up, but obviously the ref didn't see anything. We can look at the replay in about 45 seconds.
No, we're down to it.
No, it's a different one.
Here it comes.
Great play by Emmanuel to hustle to get that, and then I didn't see it. I think
There
was
wasn't
okay.
as much contact as I thought live. I don't think we need to switch to that.
I don't know that I would necessarily switch to that basket cam on a fast break like that. I keep that for the free throws. That's just my opinion. I'm not in the truck.
You're not the producer, though.
I am not the producer. So, take that for whatever it's worth. But I think on the fast break, I'd kind of stay with the angle on the back, the long, yeah.
All right, now here's the start of the fourth quarter. 28-27 lead for the Jaguars. Emmanuel thinks about a 3 off the mark to the left. Good job by Berg on the rebound. Now here's Tahari back in the ball game, and he finds good job to find Tahari all wide open on the weak side there, Stu.
Yeah, that weak side is definitely open. I think the Jaguars are going to have to recognize that. Ozer Ross is just overplaying too much on that baseline. Yeah, I mean, that's silly right there.
Tahari gets called for the foul.
Someone's got to get close to the bonus here, but I would think.
29-28, Rams back in the lead. Just underway here in the fourth. Officials going to come over and get a check of the foul situation. I think he's at 6. Is that 6?
I think it may be the next foul.
Next foul will put the Jaguars to the free throw line. If I were Coach Mizell, I'm not sure if that's. Be careful what you ask for sometimes.
That's exactly right.
The lead is 1. Oh, nice pass to Ozer Ross. He's got to hit that, and he does.
Excellent play. I think Coach Mizell's really drew that up. Perfectly played. And then, but this time they converted it.
That was the best look Ozer Ross has had today. He finally got the ball in the right position and open. Now they find Berg on the baseline, and I thought I heard a whistle.
Other side.
Other court over there. Berg.
No, Ozer Ross has got to react quicker on that, because that is there every time.
Back to 1. Lead changing hands. Here's Emmanuel. Left elbow. Gets it over to Evenheim.
No.
He's guarded. Oh, excuse me. That's actually his brother, the other Emmanuel. And now I think Merkin's going to get called for a reach on this end. That'll send Emmanuel to the line for a 1-and-1. Starters coming back in for Ramaz. Capel, Tobin Hess, and Justin Haber replacing Chetrit, Merkin, and Nathaniel Talbert. So Noah Emmanuel at the line for Nuju with the chance to tie and then take the lead if he can convert on both of these free throws. First, he's got to make the first, though. And it's short.
And it's been the Achilles heel for the Jaguars the entire game.
Capel. They've got Tobin Hess was wide open on the baseline, didn't get it to him. He gets the rebound. And he's getting called for lowering the shoulder. Nice call there.
Absolutely.
Cleared out with the shoulder.
Saw that coming.
That was really, really a good call. I mean,
Yeah, no.
it was just the quality. Created an advantage using the shoulder to clear out. but he was wide open before he got in the rebound. He was wide open. They couldn't find him. Now here's Emmanuel. Ramaz tries to trap in the corner. He dribbles out, but then is trapped down along the baseline and steps out of bounds. Got to recognize the trap situation and find the open release valve. They just got to move the ball. They're trying to dribble out of the pressure.
Well, it's not only that. You can't bring the ball to the corner to the first place. That's the issue. They're bringing the ball there, and they don't need it. They don't need it in the corner there.
Got to go up the middle of the court.
Especially against a trap like this, the middle of the court is open.
Coach Dolney calls a timeout. Wants to talk about, even though he had a positive defensive play right there, there's something he wants to talk about. He wasn't happy. And with 6:03 to play in the fourth quarter, Ramaz leads by 1, 31-30. They'll have the ball after this timeout. Underway over on court 1. That's a tier 1 matchup between, who do we got over there? We've got, well, that's a 1-8. That's Dallas and Chicagoland. That's
right
1-8, but that's merely on paper. I would think that's a very evenly matched ball game.
Dallas is extremely well coached. Chicago's well coached from the bleachers, so it should be a pretty good.
Chicagoland jumped out to a 4-0 lead, but now it's tied
actually
at 4.
Chicago community. Chicagoland's not here. It's Chicago community.
Okay, Chicago community, right? It's just a community.
Chicagoland is not
right,
here.
Of course not. Wink, wink. Now here's Capel, top of the key.
LOL, haha.
Ramaz does a nice job of swinging the ball around the perimeter.
Good defense there by Ozer Ross. Excellent defense.
Ebenheim, open floor.
Now you got to do something with it, and they're going to get a push off. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Calls go both ways right there.
That's right. No basket.
Did he make the basket after the foul?
He did make the basket,
nice.
but we're going to wave it off.
Certainly. Too much contact with the off arm. And here's Capel, top of the key. They've moved Capel kind of outside right now. I don't know if that's because of the foul situation or just because of the personnel. They've got Tobin Hess along the baseline, Berg at the top of the key, high post. Now another steal, another turnover. Jaguars doing a good job on the defensive end. Ebenheim being chased. Now here's Emmanuel in the corner for 3 off the back iron. Ozer Ross and Ebenheim go up to get the rebound. Ebenheim comes down with it. In the lane, puts it up, can't get the 4-footer to go. Just off the iron. And now here come the Rams looking to push. Point blank range missed for the Jaguars. Berg into the lane. He's got Tahari at the corner. Now Capel, top of the key. To Haber. And then Haber's trying to do a little too much with the passes.
But here's the thing. It's 3 straight trips down the court that the Jaguars have gotten a steal, but they have not been able to convert. That's the problem.
And now Nafa, I believe, is fouled. Go to the line for 2 shots.
Nothing more frustrating from a coach, being really happy and proud of your kids for playing such great defense. I mean, Ramaz hadn't had a shot on basket in 2 minutes, but the score has remained the same only because the Jaguars just haven't been able to convert. And again, just missed free throws are just going to absolutely kill you.
The 1-1, I thought it was a 2-shot opportunity, but does not get the second because of the first miss. Capel. Berg looking to hide out along the baseline. Here's Capel for 3, just off the iron, no good. Great job on the offensive board by Tobin Hess, and then
he's out of bounds.
Out of bounds. Chetred had the ball. Tahari had the ball out of bounds.
It's amazing. Even Capel's such a great player. His misses.
Yeah, he's been all around the rim. He just can't get it to fall. Turnover for the Jaguars. There's Haber across the timeline. I think they turned over 4 of the last 5 trips down the court.
I think Haber there was on the feed. His player was there but 30 seconds ago. But again, the Jaguars have to convert here. I know I keep belaboring the point, but it's almost frustrating for an announcer to see this because they're playing great defense.
Emmanuel breaks a trap. Another thing the Jaguars probably need to do, someone needs to move better without the basketball. The open man
There's a lot of standing around.
Here's Emmanuel along the baseline, no good. Haber with the rebound.
And now the difference is they're only getting 1 shot. As in the first half, they were getting a lot of
second chances,
and that's just not happening right now for him. And that's hurting him.
Capel, top of the key, his long in and out. Nearly every one of his misses has been in the cylinder and just bounces out. Although, as Noah Thomas might point out, that's just a missed shot.
Yeah.
If it were good, it would go in.
That's right. But I tell you what, I'm looking at Capel, and I'm looking at his posture, and he's not down on himself and just really getting frustrated. He's playing great defense, and he's playing his game, and he's just like Noah mentioned. It's a missed shot. What can I do about it? Make the next one.
Oh, and then they call for the foul.
He finally makes one, and it doesn't count.
Emmanuel, a little bump after the ball fake from Capel, gets the foul. So now both teams in the bonus, although I think that'll be the first one-and-one opportunity here for the Rams. I would imagine the Jaguars are probably just about in the double bonus. So Capel will have a chance at the free throw line to extend a 1-point Ramaz lead. 31-30 with 3:25 to play. His first is way long. And then Berg gets called for over the back. That's not a good foul right there. Give the Jaguars a chance to just walk down court, try to score from the line. It's going to be Ebenheim at the free throw line. Ebenheim does a really nice job on the boards he's listed as a forward, but he's, clearly their point man.
Absolutely.
He's also listed as 6'1", and I'm not sure about that situation either.
Nice.
Ebenheim does a nice job of calmly making the free throw, and now we're tied. Jaguars with a chance to retake the lead here. 3:24 to play. Chetritt will check back in for the Rams, it appears, but I'm not certain. And Ebenheim makes the second. Jaguars retake the lead, 32-31. 3:24 to play. Capel and Haber bring the ball up court for the Rams. 1-2-2 defense for the Jaguars. Here's Tahari at the left elbow. He gets it back. Swings it to Capel. Capel wide open for three. Short. Really one of the first ones. Oh, then he gets his own rebound and then makes the little 10-foot floater in the lane. Lead changes hands. We've had about 5 or 6 lead changes. I think the last 6 baskets have all been lead changes. Now here's Noah Emmanuel. Guarded. Nearly bumped down.
I don't understand how that's not being a knockout.
Looked like he knocked him down, no call, but then Jaguars fortunate to have the ball. Did he throw it off? He might have thrown it off. The guy couldn't see it. It was down in the corner. We were blocked. Ebenheim and Emmanuel up high. Guarded by Tahari and Capel. Ebenheim trying to do it all on his own. Dribbles down, gets it up, can't get it to fall, and then Berg gets the rebound, and he's lucky he's not getting called for some elbows there as he swings, trying to clear some space, but he'll go down to the other end and shoot 1-and-1. Lucky he doesn't get that call right there.
Again, Ebenheim made a great play down the baseline, just couldn't get the basket to fall. But he's trying to do a little too much on his own. Needs to find his teammates there. I mean, it wasn't an open look. But you'd like to see him dump that to Oz Ross possibly, because you got 3 people on you at that time.
The lead is 1. Ramaz up 33-32 with 2:40 to play. They'll be at the line when we come back from this timeout. Our game on court 1 between Chicago and Dallas is close as we expected, even though that is a 1-8. Again, I think all 4 of the Tier 1 games could go either way. I don't care what the seeding chart says.
I agree with that.
And right now, Dallas appears to be up 10-7 on that side. Again, both games available to you on the Cooper Invitational website. We're on court 2 here at the Memphis Jewish Community Center. Berg at the line. His first is long, so both teams missing opportunities, and then Jaguars.
It's just a horrible call.
But good hustle by both teams going after that rebound. With the new rules on the the lane entry with free, it really kind of leaves it up to either team has an even chance at that ball. And Jaguars came down with it, but then couldn't clear space. And
right. But I mean, you can't jump in with the whistle that fast.
also, just to me, looked like he got some more risk than ball. But here's Capel. So the Rams have an opportunity here to extend this 1-point lead. Tahari, quick three, in and out. A lot of shots have just been off the mark for both squads. Evenheim. Jaguars down one. Emmanuel, left elbow, guarded by Tahari. Here's Evenheim. Got Capel on. Get it over to Emmanuel. Dumps it down to Ozaros. See what he can do with it. Turnaround jumper is good.
Very good. Nicely done. Nicely done.
Ozaros, who was having trouble finding the mark early in this game, has had two big buckets in the fourth quarter, and the lead is one for the Jaguars, 34-33, under 2 to play. Corner, Berg. Back out to Haber. Inside to, who's that? Cherra can't see, but he got fouled, and he'll have a chance for 2 shots.
He is very lucky he didn't get called for walking. It looked like.
Did he take a
looked
shuffle?
like it looked like a shuffle, but it was a good play. Nice play by Ramaz to get it set up to get it to him down on the block. He does know what to do with it down there. There's no question about it. He does use his size, and got Ozaros up in the air.
The 6-foot power forward senior. Chance at the line for 2. See if he can convert. We've had a lot of missed free throws in this game. It's certainly been a story. That one looked like it was going to be long, but nails the back iron and falls. Ties the ball game. 34 all. A minute 41 to play.
Jaguars have got to box out on this if it's a missed free throw. They had not on the last 2.
Chetrit's second.
Good. Oh, he
Ooh,
just
rolls out. Oh, great job by Berg. First one there.
I mean, Berg did an unbelievable job of clearing out. He didn't get the call and got the rebound and put it in. Sure looked for me like it looked like he did a little clear out with the lower body, but hey, let him play.
And then Ramaz immediately called the timeout after scoring the bucket, and then they lead by 2, 36-34 with a minute 38 to play. So Daniel Berg coming up huge here. I don't know what his point total is, but it's got to be about the 20-point range. Certainly somewhere between 15 and 20 of the 36 Ramaz points have been scored by Berg, because Capel just has not been able to find the range. Had a lot of good looks that just wouldn't fall for him. Game reset here. On the floor for Ramaz is Tahari, Capel, Haber, Berg, and Chetrit, while the Jaguars answer with Berger in the game now, Evenheim, both Emmanuels, and Ozaros. Ball comes into Noah Emmanuel. Guarded. They got to be careful. This is going to be difficult to get this ball up court. And they finally do so, but then Chetrit nearly with the steal. Great job by Chetrit, but he came down out of bounds before being able to get rid of the ball. He recognized the situation. He tried to unload, but the referee said he came down before he was able to get it.
And look, going through this tournament, this is Ramaz's strength right here, is this pressure defense all over the court.
Under a minute and a half to play now. 36-34 Ramaz. The Emmanuels trade the ball up top into the corner, and then he goes out of bounds. And Stuart, as you've been saying, they keep on taking the ball to the corner, which is exactly where Ramaz wants you to take it.
Absolutely, and you just can't do that. I mean, it's going to be Coach Mizell. If they lose this game, he is going to be really frustrated, because they really had Ramaz on this had they converted on some of these free throws and layups, but they just keep getting the ball where they don't need to be.
Capel and Haber up top. Ramaz looks like they might try to make the Jaguars foul them, or at least pull the ball out, come out on defense, and then find. They got Berg down on the baseline, don't find him. Perhaps not looking in there. Now we go under a minute to play, and I think
I would foul right now.
Well, first of all, the way both teams have shot the free throws, might as well put him on the line. Okay, now Haber. I don't know if we've seen him there yet, but let's see what he can do. So Justin Haber's going to step to the line. I'm not sure if it's a one-on-one opportunity or 2 shots, waiting for the signal from the official. No one has put one up. Apparently it was 2, but he made it anyway. Lead is up to 3. This could make it. This is really the big shot right here because it would make it a 2-possession game. Coach Mizell is making sure his team has got to get the rebound on the miss, which they do after the ball goes out of bounds. Off of Cherry. They almost didn't get the ball. Now I'm sure Ramaz will trigger the full court pressure. This is a tough spot to bring it in from in the corner. Oh, I'm surprised that Coach Dolney's not going to pressure in this situation.
Well, only a 3. Well, of course, listen, the Jaguars do not need a 3 right now.
Got to pick this ball up, Evan. What is he doing?
The Jaguars absolutely do not need a 3 right now. Just play your offense, get a good shot, and you can't make a cross-court pass like that, and then you're going to get an easy foul. But, of course, that might play into Ramaz's strength here because Jaguars just can't seem to make these free throws.
So it's going to be Noah Emmanuel is going to go to the line. I think it's a two shots at this point, double bonus. So he's going to have 2, but really needs to make both. 33.7 to play. 37-34 Ramaz.
Oh, and he made it. Good job.
Emmanuel makes the first. Second one would cut it to 1. 37-35 with 33.7 to play.
Again, you're going to have to foul, and the question is, do you just do it right away because of the time, or do you try to get a steal first?
Nice job by Emmanuel to make 2 free throws. 37-36 now, 1-point game. Ramaz inbounds to Capel. Tahari. I think he might try to get a 10-second call first, and then I think Coach Dolney wants a timeout. Nice.
Hey, that was a great timeout because they only had about 3.5 seconds left. I think it was 33 when they first took it inbounds. Question is, where's the count start now?
I've never been sure on that. Stewart's going to get a little clearance on that one. Stewart getting a explanation on that.
Thank you.
You have 10 seconds each time.
I mean, I remember that when I used to coach my son when he was like 10 and the defense couldn't come across half court and I had enough timeout, I would just keep the ball on the other side of the court, and then keep calling a timeout, and I had 10 more seconds. Right, exactly. Hey, even at 10 years old, you got to take advantage.
Right, you got to. The rules are the rules. Rules is rules. So with 27 seconds to play, Ramaz.
Again here, what I would do is play tough defense, try to get a steal, try to get a 10-second count, and as soon as they get it across the court, then I would foul.
Look out for the full court pass. They get it into Capel. He gets it over to Berg.
Oh!
Berg nearly has it stolen. Ball's on the floor, and I think wow.
I don't know how you bail out like that. I'm sorry. Everybody was on the floor. Everybody was on the floor. I don't know. Maybe I have to look at that on the replay. Or Noah, let me know what you think. But right now, everyone's a loose ball. Everybody's scrambling.
Well, he didn't call the foul. First they really were trying to foul / get the steal, nearly create the steal opportunity, and then once the ball's on the floor and it's sort of a mad scramble, he calls the foul on the Jaguar. But it's going to send Berg to the line for 2 shots.
Berg has shown that he can make his free throws too, actually.
So with 19.8 to play, lead is 1. Berg has a chance, but even if he makes both, still a 1-possession game.
Yeah. Jaguars are okay in this right now. The biggest thing right now is taking care of business. You got to box out and get rebounds on the miss.
And does not miss the first one, makes it.
I'm not even sure I would call a timeout to let Ramaz set up their defense. I would just go.
Coach Dolney shouting out instructions to his players. Berg has a chance to make it a 3-point game. Not sure who the Jaguars go to in a 3-point shooting situation. I guess
Emmanuel.
Either Emmanuel or Evenheim. First, they got to get it up court. Trap. And I think he's going to call for timeout. I thought Coach Mizell might want a timeout and try to set something up.
Our spotter Noah Thomas was looking at that replay, and he agrees with me on that one, which is not usual for Noah to agree with me. So
he is quite contrary and often will just disagree to disagree.
He's a contrarian, is he not?
Last night we had a discussion about whether the Grizz are good or not. I said that they won't be as good as they were, which of course he then challenged. Had I said that they were going to be awesome, probably would have taken the other stance on that one.
Yeah, it's tough. Right now they got a new system in Zebo.
White is black and black is white. I mean, that's basically
that's
what
right.
it is.
Well, right now they got a new system in Zebo. They just.
Well, it de-emphasizes that.
But
Zach.
see, which is what I don't understand, because you have a player like him, you think he would build your system around him.
Well, I don't know if build system around him. He's obviously sort of. I think he's on the downside of the career, but I just think he's on the team right now. To sort of have this offense that emphasizes jump shooting, and I don't see the personnel there to emphasize jump shooting.
Exactly. I think the Grizz offense needs to be Gasol, Randolph. That's where it needs to go through.
And now listen,
Well, let's go back to this game at hand.
Oh, we're playing a basketball game?
We are We are watching one here.
All right. So with 11.1 to play, Jaguars probably need a 3 here, but
I tell you what, one thing if I'm Coach Dolney, I'm thinking about a foul actually, because the Jaguars have shown they can't make their free throws.
Getting into Evenheim, thinks about the 3, and finds who's it? Ozer Ross. They've got to get it up now. Under 5 to play. Evenheim doesn't have time. He's got to shoot this. Puts up the shot at the buzzer. It's going to count if it's good, but it goes off the rim. Didn't really get the look that they wanted there at the end, but it was good defense by Ramaz.
Yeah, you would have thought that there would be something else drawn up there on offense. It looked like a lot of just give the ball to Evenheim and see what he can do, and that kind of hurt a little bit. So
did get a shot off. Would have counted if it went, but it's off the right iron, and Ramaz comes away with a 39-36 victory. Hard-fought game, just like we expected.
Really good game, really good game. And again, this just goes to your point. You could be a 2 seed or a 7 seed. There are going to be no easy cakewalks the rest of the way.
I think this is our most evenly matched tournament we've had here in Memphis in our 7 years.
Absolutely.
So the result of that will have Ramaz will play the winner of the game going on the other court right now. So those of you out there who are Ramaz supporters or New Jew supporters, Ramaz will be playing the winner of the game that is going on our other court as we speak. And the New Jew Jaguars will play the loser of that game. So if you'd like to get a look at your next opponent, click on the broadcast for Court 1.
And our game here is starting in probably 15 or 20 minutes.
Yeah.